Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to learn how to use Adobe Express to pick different colors. We're going to choose a color scheme and we're going to apply it using hex codes. So let's dive in. So you're going to go to Adobe Express, click the Go to Adobe Express button, and it should take you to your home page. If you're not already logged in, you are going to need to log in. You can use any email that you prefer, doesn't really matter. And then you're going to go over here to this blue plus sign, and you're going to go down to document. It's going to give you a better size document. And I'm going to choose portrait, but you can choose landscape or portrait. It's going to give you a blank document to work with. And then you're going to add a couple different elements. I'm going to start by adding just a plain shape. You can add whatever shape you want. It doesn't really matter to me, but I'm going to choose this one with the rounded corners, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to copy with Control V and paste with Control V. I want them to be next to each other, and then I'm going to copy both of those. And I'm going to alternate them just so that it looks a little bit more interesting. You can do it however you see fit. There is no wrong way. So you need at least 3 rows. So I'm going to copy this one more time, and I'll show you in a sec what we're going to do with these. I'm just going to move them up, and I'm leaving room at the top so that I can write a header, because you're going to have to tell me which color scheme you chose. I'm going to talk about color schemes in a second. So now I've got a bunch of black rectangles, and I'm going to choose a different color, and you're going to choose a custom color. So I'm going to go to the fill, and I'm going to go over here to the right where it says custom. And my color scheme, I'm going to do opposite colors. So if you're looking at a color wheel, a complementary color scheme is colors that are directly across each other on a color wheel. So for instance, blue is across from orange. So I'm going to choose a blue that I like. You can drag and move this around to pick different hues and tints and shades. So find one that speaks to you. And before you click anything else, you're going to copy this hex code at the bottom. So at the bottom it says hex and then this set of numbers. So if you type in this hex code to any program in the entire sphere, it will come up with this exact shade of blue. And it's a very unique code. And that's what you're going to put on your rectangle. You are also going to give your color a unique name. So you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to call this one Blue Lagoon. I just made that up. You're going to make up a name for yours as well. And then you're going to make sure that you add that hex code as well. And then I'm going to go back to the black square, click custom, and I know the opposite of blue is orange, so I'm going to choose something in the orange tone. And I want it to be a similar hue, so like this one over here is a lot brighter than that blue, so I want this one to look a little bit more similar to the blue, a little bit duller, a little more boring. So I'm going to copy the hex code. So I'm just doing Control C and Control V to paste, and then I'm dragging it onto the color. And then I'm going to create this one. I'm going to call this Dusty Pumpkin. That's what it reminds me of. And I would make this fit on the color. And you can move these hex codes wherever you want as long as it is on the correct color. Okay. So you're going to keep going with all of the different boxes here. You need to pick at least 6 unique colors and then throw a header at the top. And that's all you need for this assignment. Have fun picking colors.